my parole board hearing after 10 years of incarceration. Family, I could never forget having all my family members come. I had a lot of support. I think it's good that the more support you have, I think that it helps if it influenced the parole board members. But I know it most definitely let them know that you got a support system that'll help you, get out and follow the rules and see your parole officer and all that. But I remember, I had a lot of cousins and my mom and dad and everybody was there, fam, and everybody that meant something. I would say, a few people couldn't show up due to the situation, the time, and whatever. But I think that if you have a loved one that's going up for the parole board and you want to support them, the best way to do it is to come out and literally um, stand up and just talk to them. You know what I mean? If it's some type of employment, if it's some type of um, new direction, new area you're moving to. And then I will also say this is it's also on the inmate because while you're incarcerated, you get disciplinaries, you get things happen. Some people get incarcerated and they don't have no type of disciplinaries or they don't get no type of trouble. But if you did get in some, don't think that it's going to keep you from, making parole. And I have noticed too that it also depends on the charge you have because you can have protesters, especially when it comes to murder charges and child molestation, rapes, certain things. The system actually would, I've seen people get denials a few years for, or certain type of shootings. If it's a shooting and it involves a child, or it depends on the situation. So a lot of times, they have to in certain places in Arkansas. I don't know if they can deny you so many times. I think they can just keep denying you. I know some guys who have had six denials. But I guess to their benefit, I guess they can deny you till you go flat. But fam, I just wanted to talk to you about that. I had one of my followers asked me to um, make a video about it. They got a loved one that's going up for the parole board. And I would just say that hopefully he's did something while he's in there because that helps, from GED to VOTEC to different type of seminars, parenting, thinking era, anger management, life skills. They got all different type of programs, anger management, different type of things that those can help actually better the chance of a person getting out. I had a lot of stuff in my jacket when I went in, so it made it look good for me. I had did a lot of studying and investing my time in different programs, so I wasn't just sitting there. And then when I got out, I actually got a chance to take combination of welding and Votech. So not only did I get out, just with a job, I actually had a career, but I wasn't thinking of it like that. I was just thinking, well, this welding will pay more money than the other things. I just got to get to the right area to get the money. You know what I mean? But coming out with a career helped me a lot too, fam. Because I remember seeing different people that I know, hustling in the streets, falling off, going through the motions, and my job was keeping me above the flow, my career. So I would say that if a person find them a career, no matter what it is, I pick welding, but whatever you get a chance to do, I think that that'll help you also staying out and have something to present to them, saying, "Hey, I got something that I didn't have at first that can give me a better direction." So I would say that support your people when they get ready to go up. If you can, I know the COVID situation been making it limited to people, to come visit. Sometimes they've been shutting it down and just, doing the video or not allowing the family or just a few immediate family members. So things have been changing due to this COVID. I would say, fam, I've been under the weather or going through something the last few days. Had my aunt's funeral and everybody ended up, a few days later ended up getting sick. So some people got COVID, some people just was throwing up. So I don't know if it's a bug or what, but it's most definitely has set me back just a hair. You know what I mean? So it kind of pushed me back a little bit. Made me weak the first day. Bones aching. I didn't throw up or anything, but I did feel, my body feel kind of funny. But I wanted to come live this rise and just talk to you about that since I got a inbox actually about it. So I would just say, man, if you got some loved ones, support them if you can. If you can't be there, writing letters is good too. You can write them a letter, type them a letter or whatever. Uh, that is good also. But like I say, it determines on the individual. So just make sure that person is actually doing something while he's locked up. So if he's doing something, he's gonna be all right. So if he's not just sitting there being stagnated, so read, study, put some good information before his eyes. I think he'll be all right, or she'll be all right. I just want to say that, like I say, being incarcerated, one thing that I can say, support is big. Having support for loved ones, family members, friends, support is big when you get in there because the system will do anything, and it's good to have somebody that'll call, that'll check, that'll stay on their nerves sometimes because sometimes that's needed. I've seen people, perish in there, get sick, and with no loved ones, no family members, and the system will do whatever to you, fam. So it's good that if you have a loved one down there, support them. Don't just let them feel abandoned. You know what I mean? Because the system, it the system will eat you up and chew you out, fam. So for those that you have in there, I would say just tell them to read, study, take those programs. A lot of those programs, all you have to do is keep your class and sign up for them. Every chance I got, fam, I was signing up for something new. They had something coming through, I was signing up for it. And I think the more information you get, the better opportunity you have getting out. So if I could say anything, I would say them having a good, strong support system and actually changing, working on themselves while they're incarcerated is going to better their chance getting out. I got out my first time. I didn't get denied. I actually had to stay. I did every month parole for probably 3 months, and then I went on every 3-month parole for about 6 months, and then I went on a year, and then I got off parole. So, like I say, in each state is different, but I will say that having a strong support system, fam, I can't say that enough, having a strong support system and that person actually doing something down there, reading, studying, applying themselves, figuring out what they want to do. Because you'll be surprised on if you focus and if you really write your goals down and say, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, all that stuff can come to pass, fam. All the ideas I got with welding and with wanting to start my business and teach, all those things was ideas I had while I was laying on that rack, fam. And I was just thinking and imagining on how it would be one day, and things are actually coming to pass now. So anything can happen. Anything can happen. But I am thankful that I had a good support system. My mom, my dad, my sisters, my cousins, everybody that came. I think that right there was very, very, very important. So if I could say anything, support your people, fam. Hold on.